Welcome to Disability. I'm Joy, and I've got a lovely upper body seated interval training session for you today. All you'll need for this program is a chair that allows for movement. Typically, a dining chair with a minimal back or a folding chair works best. You might also want to have a workout mat to help keep your chair from sliding around and to reduce the impact of the workout even further. I haven't added any music to the background for the workout, so feel free to put on your favorite tunes, grab a bottle of water, and let's get started. Welcome to the upper body seated workout. Now, you can wear shoes if you'd like today or go barefoot with me. We're just focusing on the upper body. We're going to do 3 rounds of 5 exercises, 30 seconds work, 30 seconds rest. Let's get started. All right, the first exercise we're going to be starting with is arm circles. So bring those arms out to the side and let's start circling them forward. Nice, slow, medium-sized, whatever works for you. Just bring those arms forward, doing some dynamic movement to get ready for the intervals that will come later. All right, and now we're gonna go backwards. As you come back, really feel those shoulder blades squeezing together. You really want the movements to come from the shoulders, the back. Excellent. For this next dynamic movement to warm us up today, we're going to widen our legs slightly, maybe a little bit wider than hip width. Really press into the floor, and we're going to reach overhead, side to side, getting that heart rate up just a little bit. All right, so we've just got this 2 minutes of warm up here. Easing in today's exercise session or workout. When you're feeling like your heart rate is getting up and you're having more difficulty with breathing, we're going to inhale right through that nose and then exhale. Purse out those lips. Excellent. Okay, first section of high intensity, we're going cardio punches. Legs are where they need to be, and you're just punching forward. Like I've said in other videos, it doesn't matter if your thumb is out or in. We're not actually punching anyone. We're not preparing to punch anyone. Think of this as using the whole upper body. We are including the core. Excellent. Take a rest. If you need a sip of water, grab your water. Make sure you have that nearby. The next move we're going to do here in about 10 seconds are chop backs, and that's really getting between the shoulder blades here. Okay, arms out nice and long. Very delicate move, squeezing shoulder blades together, relaxing. Squeeze shoulder blades together, relax. Be sure you activate the core. Don't let your back arch as you're doing this move. Chop it back. Now, when you squeeze, you want to hold for a second, release. All right, 30 seconds of rest. Now, if you don't need as much rest time, please feel free to keep going. So maybe you do 45 seconds of the movement and then 15 seconds of rest. It's completely up to you and what your body needs. All right, we've got about 10 more seconds here. The next move, the arms are going to be the same position as the last move. We're just going to be pushing down, working those shoulder blades a little bit differently than the chop backs. So here we go. Push down like you're pushing onto molasses or something really hard. And this is all coming from those shoulder blades. Push down. You might even feel it a little bit here under the armpit, getting the serratus involved. Excellent. Hold for a second, push down, and relax. Very nice. So this first round, you're getting to know the moves. In the next round, you'll be more comfortable with them and you can start playing with adjusting them a little bit. So again, take this time to get a sip of water. Shake it off if you need it. Our next move is going to be the zip up. It's a bit of a modified Pilates move. Reach down, nice flat back, and then like you're lifting a huge barbell, come up, nice straight back, and then push down, and then pull up. Really imagine there's resistance as you come down and resistance as you come up. Push down, pull up, push down, pull up. Excellent. Time for rest. I don't think Loki is going to join us today. He's in his crate by choice, always by choice. He's got lots of little hidey holes around the apartment. And we're about to get into our last move of our 5 moves. And the last move always has a little bit of a core element. Actually, all moves always have a little bit of a core element. We need to be thinking about that posture. Here we go, zigzag. Up, up, down, down. Clapping the hands in the middle. Moving from the core. Nice steady pace. Excellent. You've completed round 1. We've got 2 more rounds to go. So now you know what's coming up next. We've got those cardio punches that will start the next round. And one thing that I want to mention today is rethinking exercise. We have had a disservice done to us in thinking that the best benefit of exercise, here we go, punches, is weight loss. But I'm here to tell you that's not the case. It's far more important to have strong muscles and strong bones. It doesn't matter what your size is, what your weight is. The stronger your muscles and bones, the more functional you are throughout life. And that's what we need to be focused on. All right, take a rest. So forget the number on the scale. Forget about fat. We're obsessing over the wrong thing. We shouldn't actually be obsessing over any of this. What we really want to be mindful about is our ability to move, our ability to prevent falls, our ability to get through the day, and to prevent bone density loss as much as we can, especially women. So next, we've got chop backs. So while we're not lifting weights here, we're using our own body weight to strengthen our muscles. We don't have to bulk up like the Hulk. We don't need to look like any of the Avengers or have a perfect Pilates body. We just need to have functional muscle strength that allows us to move throughout our day. Good. So we can create that functional strength through body weight, resistive exercises, and we'll also have some programs on this channel that include therapy bands and light weights with the dumbbells to help you build that functional strength. All right, couple more seconds. We're getting into push downs here. Push down, push. Good. And while you're doing this push down, you've got other muscles in your back, the front of the body here, having to stabilize. That is also muscle engagement. Push it down. I find this move, that push down, particularly helpful in preventing those tension headaches or tension migraines that I get, in that the muscle can get stretched through the movement and they don't get so tight kind of up in my ears after a stressful week. So not saying that is the only reason or only way that I help myself in managing my migraines. It's a big thing and not always successful. So here we go, zip ups. Always having that caveat there. Having chronic illness means that there are no easy answers, no easy solutions. People like to give us easy solutions all the time. Trust me, if they worked, we'd be doing a lot more of it. All right, last is zigzag. Get a sip of water if you need it. Okay, a few more seconds, we'll get into zigzag. Go at a pace that you can control. So controlled movement, even if it's slower, is better than movement that is absolutely out of control. Out of control movement can lead to us injuring ourselves, not really activating our muscles because we're using momentum. Good. Rest. So always try and find that control in your movement, whatever you're doing. Doesn't have to be fast, just keep it controlled. Right, and we're on to our last round. I love a workout that goes quick. A little bit every day, that's the key. Whatever you can be consistent with and maintain, that's what you want to do. And it doesn't always have to be videos like this. Oh, where are we? Cardio punches. Here we go. Maybe you work out in the garden, digging in the soil, planting plants, carrying heavy pots. That's also workout. Going to a dance class, dancing in the kitchen, that all counts. Move in ways that bring you joy. Okay. All right. Chop backs are next. Good that I have my list in front of me. I get to talking. All right, here we go. Chop backs. Squeeze and relax. Squeeze and relax. It's especially great when I have a lot of admin at work and I don't get to be in the clinic moving around with the kids. Exercises that open up my chest, strengthen my back muscles, really helpful in preventing a forward fold, that kyphotic spine. All right, next will be push downs. Blow out air if you can feel your heart rate. What we're doing is we're increasing that heart rate with movement, decreasing it with rest. Up and down, up and down. We're getting that heart rate variability. We're pressing down. During this move, I always think of one of my bosses when I was a fitness director. She came up to me, looked at me, and the first thing she said is, you know, your left shoulder is higher than your right. I'm now obsessed and paranoid about it, but don't worry about that. It's natural to have differences in sides of the body. We aren't like perfectly symmetrical beings, and trying to get perfectly symmetrical is not something that is needed for health or function. That's more of an aesthetic bodybuilding thing. All right, so unless that's your jam, don't worry about making everything perfectly balanced and even. All right, here we go. Zip up. Here we go. Push down, pull up. This one is working the back muscles as well as the core, shoulder. Good. And hey, you only have 30 seconds left here of the high intensity movement. So we'll finish off with one last round of zigzag. It's one of my favorites. So enjoy it. Oh, here we go. Don't reach too far outside of your base of support. Again, you just want to touch the edge. Whew. All right. So stay for the last little bit of cool down here. We warmed up. We just got 2 minutes that we're gonna cool things down, get a little stretch in the muscle groups that we worked today. The first thing I'm gonna have you do is eagle arms. So one arm is under, one arm is over. This may be as far as you can get. If you can, bring the other hand to the forearm or palm. And if you can keep a straight back and bring your elbows up a little bit higher, you'll feel more of a stretch between the shoulder blades. Okay, switching sides. So opposite arm now is the bottom, other arm is on top, elbow crease to elbow. And if this is enough, stay there. If you want a little bit more, lift the elbows up without losing that upright posture through the back. All right. And last stretch, arms are coming behind the back, interlace fingers. Stretch your hands down your back, and then trying to keep your back straight, lift those hands. It's a micro mini movement. You'll feel this at the front of your shoulders, across your chest. And that's it. That was your about 20 minutes of upper body workout today. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you again next time.